So I got Valley from YouTube who plays metal covers. How are you, Valley?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I used to play a fair bit of metal in my teenage years as well. Got real heavy into Metallica as well. I remember playing Enter Sandman on the guitar and getting my first wah-wah pedal, which was, I think I had an Ashton at the time, or was a Dunlop. And I thought Kirk Hammett's sound was pretty good. Yeah, I can see your guitars in the background as well. And good. How long have you been making YouTube covers for?
I started making them in 2011. And that's the year where I've started playing the guitar as well. And yeah.
No, that's so cool. And you a trained musician? Can you read music, or you just learn by ear? No, because I'm a trained classical clarinetist. Because when I was playing guitar, Valley, I was playing by tablature all the time. But what's been your experience?
I've been lucky. I've been to a musician high school, so I know how to read notes and tablatures, and I've actually been trained in classical piano. So I've learned that for I think it's 10, 11 years now too, and being taught the piano really helped me learning the guitar because I did that all on my own. And it's really useful if you learn the basic theory stuff before you learn an instrument.
Exactly. And piano, that's pretty good. I always thought the guitar was much easier to play for myself as well. I tried to play some Megadeth at one time, but I always found it was a bit tricky. I remember trying to learn Symphony of Destruction. Yeah, Dave Mustaine is he's got some talent. Some of their stuff that they've recorded, I think the Megadeth have come a long way, actually.
Yes, they did.
And there's other bands too. I've seen Dream Theater live as well.
No, sadly not.
You haven't?
I wish I could have to, but I missed the chance.
Yeah, there's a really good song called Pour Me Under as well.
Yes.
John Petrucci's a fantastic guitarist to listen to and learn. And but your YouTube career, I've just started on YouTube. How's that going for you?
Very well, of course. It's the thing that allowed me to be a full-time freelancer, actually. And yeah. So and to be honest, this actually saved me in this whole situation right now, because playing live only was one part of my income flow, and the other part was YouTube and being online. And so I'm pretty happy that that I have my YouTube stuff. So
yeah, I've been YouTube 1 year. Have you got the YouTube Creator Award yet?
No, I'm actually missing some followers yet. But I'm working on it.
That's my long-term goal for my channel too, one day, And since the the pandemic in where you are, how have you kept busy?
Sorry, once again.
Yeah, the pandemic. You in Germany? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been keeping busy and productive?
I have my own original music project called Böse Fuchs. I've working together with a singer. Her name is Celine, and we are actually very busy right now on producing and songwriting for our debut album, which is set to be released at the end of this year, hopefully. And besides, I'm I'm learning music, of course. I'm
Mhm.
learning the guitar. I'm learning the drums and doing some more bass guitar as well as piano. So I can't say that I'm not busy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And no, that's good that you're doing all that stuff. Yeah, and I was checking out some of Rammstein as well on Apple
Mhm.
Music. I really love their stuff. Are you a big Rammstein fan?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because actually, the lead guitarist of Rammstein was the person who um, he was my idol back then, and he was the reason I started playing the guitar
Mm.
because I wanted to be as cool as him.
Mm.
And yeah, so of course, I still love their music, and I really hope this whole pandemic will be over soon, so that we can finally enjoy concerts again.
Mm. I really wish Rammstein could come to Australia. I think the last time they played in Australia was the Big Day Out in
Yeah, yeah.
2004. Long
2001,
time.
4,
Yeah,
yeah,
could have
yeah.
been. But man, I was watching a Rammstein documentary on Amazon Prime, and you
Mhm.
know how they do all their pyro. Chicago apparently won't let them because of all lawsuits. It took them 3 years just to play at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, but they fully sold it out, so
Mm.
that's a huge achievement.
Took a 7 year break from touring the US, actually. Wow.
Mm.
They're really good. So yeah, no, it's good that you're a trained musician as well, Um, but yeah, have you considered going on to do postgraduate studies, or are you just concentrating on career at the moment?
I'm actually studying right now. I'm studying audio engineering because I've built my own studio where I work with bands and other artists. And the thing is, you can learn a lot via YouTube or self-teachment, teachment or tutorials or whatever.
Mm.
But I always felt like that I'm missing something, and then that's why I've decided to actually study audio engineering from the beginning, so that I really have all the information and the stuff that I'm missing sometimes. And yeah, so
Yeah,
hope.
I remember because I'm using Logic Pro 10.
Mhm.
I've put my stuff out on Spotify and all that. I remember it was Pro Tools was I think it was the be all end all at one stage in the industry, but it's
Mhm.
dying out for some reason. Um, have you experimented with different DAWs?
Yes, I'm for our live project. We're only using Ableton because we are looping all the time, and that's what Ableton is the perfect DAW for. So, and for the whole production and songwriting stuff and recording stuff, I'm using Studio One.
Mhm.
Since I've started, actually, I've tried Cubase
Yeah.
back then, but wasn't for me. Actually, I've also tried Logic,
Mhm.
wasn't for me neither. And then a friend of mine, yeah, told me, hey, there's a new DAW out. Hey, just try it. And yeah, then I tried it years ago and stuck with them since then, and never regretted.
No, it's always important that you find your right DAW to use as well. Because I started with GarageBand and I thought Logic was easier. I do my podcast editing in GarageBand. It's actually really good.
Okay.
I tried Cubase, but they wanted me to have the USB e-licenser plugged in the whole time. So I'm constantly messaging customer support. I'm saying, why do I need my e-licenser in the whole time? They're telling me,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, no, that's cool. That's not cool.
I know.
Yeah.
And my notation software Dorico, I don't need
Mhm.
it. because they're from Steinberg.
Mhm.
I like Steinberg, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. They are doing great stuff. And my first interface actually has been from Steinberg too. So, yeah.
And music-wise, has it been hard to make a full-time living in your position?
Normally, I would say yes. As I said earlier, it's a big advantage that I have my YouTube channel because it's a constant income. But if I hadn't, if I think for musicians who don't have YouTube or anything online, they're struggling right now because not being able to play live or not being able to network or communicate with others is simply sad, pretty dumb. And so really hope and crossing fingers that this will end soon.
And because YouTube is great to have stuff online too. I think it's an advantage if you can do that. If you can build a business online. I started last year, so I'm still learning. Have you, with all the keywords in YouTube, are you good with that stuff, or do you just publish your work and it goes viral?
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty important to know about all the marketing and about all the algorithm stuff by YouTube, how the algorithm decides if you get featured or not, what keywords you have to use, even the subtitles or the video information box or even comments. It's a whole thing that you should really know because it's a pity if you put stuff out there, you put time in your video and audio, and then you almost waste it because you're not promoting it correctly. And so I've learned about that a lot.
Yeah, there's something I've sort of started to look at. Tried TubeBuddy and vidIQ for all the keywords, but see, SEO is not, and marketing is not a thing for me. I just more concentrate on the good content side to YouTube rather than all the keywords. It's time consuming too.
Yes, a lot. I know.
Putting 500 tags in and then trying to get every keyword in the description, and then you put all your social media stuff and your links. Whew.
Yeah, it's time consuming. I know. Sometimes I'm wishing for two of the other persons to do the work, but
So you're doing it all yourself, Valley?
Yeah, almost. I have my boyfriend who is my camera guy who films all my videos, but besides that, I'm doing it all on my own. Yes.
That's so cool. And, when you're playing song covers from Bullet for My Valentine, because I like them.
Yeah.
Do you go onto the Ultimate Guitar website, or do you play by ear?
Sometimes when I do not know the song before, I'm checking Ultimate Guitar. But I got to know that the tabs online there weren't correct. So Ultimate Guitar, in my opinion, is a great way to first get a hand on the song, to know in what kind of range you're playing it or what tuning it would be. But I'm never relying on Ultimate Guitar all alone. I'm mostly doing it by ear. Yeah. Because sometimes when I started making cover, I've only used tabs to play the song, and I got to know that they are not quite correct. And that was pretty embarrassing. So I've started to learn the songs by ear, and stuck with that.
There was so many dodgy guitar tablature books even being sold in the shops that were just so confusing to read, and they were inaccurate, and there was always mistakes in some editions as well. And it gets frustrating.
Yes. And sometimes even my ears aren't that good that I can tell you every single note one guitarist is playing. I mean, there are easy songs for Rammstein, exactly. That's not a big problem, but I don't know, a solo from Slipknot or Metallica or something else. I'm not that good that I can tell you, okay, this is an E and D and Fizz and whatever. But it's a really great training to listen to the song multiple times or to other different songs and then just try and play along. And if you do it, I'm doing that half an hour per day, just listen to multiple songs and just try to play along. Doesn't have to be right. It's just to get the training to know where the notes are and how you want to play it. And I think that's a good way to learn and train your ears.
Yeah, oral training. Yeah, we had to do we had to transcribe a folk song. I had to do that back in my undergraduate degree. It was the Sprout and the Bean by Joanna Newsom. So it was for the harp, and we had to arrange it for an orchestra. So all notated. So it's in the key of B major, and it's not easy.
No, I had to do this in high school too, and I hated it. I hated it so much. Yeah.
Especially getting the tuning for the harp right as well.
But harp is it's a wonderful instrument.
But classically trained. I tried a bit of jazz fusion. Too hard, so I stick to classical. I like my classical and rock and indie. I'm actually starting to listen to a fair bit of indie music on Apple Music lately. Is my playlist as well.
Cool.
And so other than that, how's things in Germany? Are you getting out of a lockdown, or what's going on over there?
I've actually stopped following the news because it's like this today, like this tomorrow, like this the day after tomorrow, and so on. The rules and all of it differ from day to day, and it's just like and. But I think right now we are still in lockdown. And not every restaurant and club, etc., is allowed to open. And if they are allowed to, only if you are vaccinated or if you have a negative test. And we still have to wear masks, of course. And so I have some friends in USA. And I heard that they are dropping all the restrictions right now. But Germany is far away from that right now, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, Australia, life's pretty much back to normal. The odd outbreak happened in Melbourne yesterday and shutting the border from South Australia, But Australia and New Zealand have been, very lucky in this situation. But can you guys go out of the house, or is it like you have to stay home? Oh, good.
No, we're allowed to go out. And luckily, because I have a dog, a husky, and she really needs to go outside and swim and run, and she needs her time to run. And yes, but we are all allowed outside.
No, that's good. It's good. But lately, I've noticing tonight, actually there's a huge full moon. It's like a lunar eclipse tonight. Like literally, did you notice it nighttime where you are? Bright full moon. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
picked you up. You know, find I got more energy lately. But creative people do the night shift as well. But you know, record any more YouTube covers, or what's on your schedule for yourself?
So right now my focus is definitely on my original music stuff, because that's the thing I want to go forward with and I want to succeed with. I've never wanted to be seen as a cover musician only, so I hope this way works out. But of course, I'm not stopping uploading cover. So I'm actually working on a drum cover right now, and I'm also almost done with recording 2 guitar cover, and hope to be able to be released to release them soon. Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, look, great chat with you today, Valley.
Thanks for having me. Nice to talk to you.
Always welcome on the show. You know, always good to talk about what's going on in music, as I'm a musician as well. Although I haven't, since my degree, pursued it. Wanted to do other things, but you never know. And hopefully things get back to normal where you are in Germany.
Thank you. Hope so too.
Live concerts get back, and hopefully you can go get in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
When we can.
And back on stage. I miss that so much.
No.
A lot.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the episode of the podcast today. Also, subscribe to my podcast so you get new episodes every Friday. Also, if you like, you can send a donation to my GoFundMe page to help support the podcast as well. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Share it on your social media. Bye for now.